Well, quite the battle of the Dogs tonight down at the Herb Brooks Center in St. Cloud, Minnesota. But the Huskies not happy with this outcome. The University of Minnesota Duluth Bulldogs pull off the W, completing a weekend sweep against the St. Cloud State Huskies. We're going to take a look back at some of those highlights starting the game tonight. Huskies starting Driscoll in net, looking to take back that steering wheel after losing Friday night's game. But deja vu, things looked a little similar to the start of yesterday's game. It took Robbie just 53 seconds to get this one in the net. Huskies up 1-0. Then the Bulldogs respond with a short-sided top-shelf goal here by freshman Joey Anderson. Game is tied at 1. Lots of opportunities for more goals later on both ends of the ice. Kuhlman on this breakaway attempt, as well as Will Borgen for the Huskies, just inches from getting it past Miska in net. But finally, something gets through for those Huskies. Jacob Benson netting his third goal of the year with only a minute left on the clock in the first. Huskies regain the lead 2-1 going into the second period. Second, pretty quiet for the most part. Both teams having plenty of scoring opportunities. Winecki almost getting this one past Miska, but unsuccessful. Duluth as well, they would have plenty of their own chances. Driscoll blocking everything and anything though later on. Right here, rejecting shot after shot from the Bulldogs. And finally, Blake Winecki there, the Huskies on the map this period, getting the pass from Chalowski to net that one. Huskies up 3-1, but of course, the Bulldogs come right back before the period closes out. Tani Nato with his second goal of the year. Bulldogs still trail the Huskies 3-2 going into the third and final period of play. Yet again, a response from Minnesota Duluth, just like we saw last night. Carson Susie ties it up with this snipe to the corner. Bulldogs bringing some heat. Then the Bulldogs take the lead. Parker Mackay finds the hole between Driscoll's foot and that goalpost. Bulldogs grab hold of the lead 4-3. Carson Susie adding another one for Duluth on an empty netter before the game closes out. Duluth winning this one 5-3 down into the final minutes of play. Looking at some of the stats on tonight's game, shots on goal in favor of St. Cloud State, 34 shots as opposed to Duluth 32. Penalties a little different for St. Cloud State tonight, just 1 penalty as opposed to 5 in Friday night's game. UMD at 4 penalties. Power play goals, St. Cloud State had 1 tonight. Blake Winecki's goal was a power play goal and 0 for 1 on the power play for UMD. Saves for Zach Driscoll in net for the Huskies, 27. And for Miska, 31 saves in net for the Minnesota Duluth Bulldogs.
You got to tip your hat to Duluth right now. You know, they got some leaders that are playing their rear ends off. They're playing at a high level. I thought for the most part for the whole weekend we went toe-to-toe. Our effort, how we came to play, A+. You know, our execution to close the game, we got to learn. We have to learn that. The turning point in the game was giving up the second goal with 1:50 to go in the second period. And both goals were that I thought we were playing very well for 2 periods, and neither goal was a good goal. That you know, all defendable on our side, and we made critical mistakes. But that's what we're learning right now.
We've been playing 40 minutes every night. We haven't came and played the full 60 yet, and that's a problem. We need to work on it. Excuse of the young teams out of the playbook. So we all just gotta take your credibility, and we all gotta play with a lot of heart.
Oh, if that's the best team in the country, we got a margin. We got to see how far we can close that gap by the end of the year.
The Minnesota Duluth Bulldogs again closing out tonight with a 5-3 victory against the St. Cloud State Huskies. That's 6 total games the Duluth Bulldogs have won at Herb Brooks Center. They're on a hot streak. Thank you for joining us here on Husky Productions. Everybody have a great rest of your night.